Hello everyone, I've got a GE GSL25JFTA refrigerator, and it's a side-by-side refrigerator freezer, and I've had a few problems with it in the past, so I wanted to take an opportunity to make a quick video that probably would have helped me if I would have been able to see it. So two things I wanted to talk about is how the water dispenser and how to get the flap, which needs to be changed probably every year or so, back on the ice dispenser. All right, so I'll show you how to put this back on in a second, but when you take this stuff out, there's this flap back here, all right? So that flap costs you about $14 if you buy it online on their parts. All right, so there's this, let me take it out. Alright, so this thing right here, this is the flap that keeps warm air from going up into your freezer. It's what opens up to let ice out of your refrigerator whenever you need to get ice. Alright, so as you can see, it's new, but the old one was really nasty looking, had mold on it, and the rubber was all crinkled up. So I didn't know how in the heck I was going to get it up there, and there wasn't a whole lot of videos online to show you how to do it. So, and I was afraid to take this off at the time. So I stuck my hand up here and had my wife go and actually put it in, and she actually didn't seat it very well. So we were still having freezing problems within the freezer. So some of the symptoms of knowing you need to replace this is getting frost inside the chute, inside the door. I'll show you here. So that's the inside. So you'll start getting some ice buildup in here, and potentially up in this area where the ice is going to come down. If you get that happening, you know this is probably the culprit. It's fairly cheap. If you go to Lowe's, they've got the number to order these. So I don't know exactly for your area what would be the right place for you to go. But when I had my wife go up there and do it with her hand, it was very inconvenient. This, going in this direction, I can actually do it with one hand, as you can see. In there, there's these little brackets here that you got to put on there, and then this you got to hook in. Now, trying to do it with this door and this panel on is almost impossible. But once you have that off, all you do is slide it on that bar, and then push it in there, and that's it. That's how you replace that thing. Now, like I said, I was afraid to take this off, but I shouldn't have been, because all it is, this part, hard to make this video with one hand, but this part goes in here. All right, so you can see there's 4 screws here, 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 and down here. So once you put those 4 screws on there, this channel seats in there and comes up, and then you just, the molding, you just push back in there. So I'm going to pause real quick, put this back on there, and show you. Actually, let's not do that. That way, trust me, 4 screws, pop that in there. If you are smart enough to get it off, you can get it back on there. The other part of the video is the water line, right? So the water line was freezing. We were left for a couple of days, and I decided to turn the freezer up a few degrees, or down a few degrees, just to make sure everything was stayed good while we were gone. And it froze the line. So I was trying to investigate where the water line is coming in for this door, and it's right here. All right, so this water line comes in here and has this quick disconnect that you push the white, hold the blue, and it'll pop off. All right, so you push the white and sort of just squeeze it like a syringe, and it'll pop that line out of there. Now, how you'll know if this is the frozen line is your problem is that when you have this separated, you push the water dispenser, and water will come out here. As you can see, I got a mess on the floor. So water will come out. If water does come out of this line, you know that between here and your dispenser at the top up here, the line is frozen inside your door. So I just put that back on one-handed so you can see how easy it is to replace it. So the water line goes up your door and up to the dispenser. And if it gets frozen, you won't get water out. You'll hear some clicking noises, but the water won't come out. So what you need to do is make your temperature warmer throughout your entire system, and eventually the ice will just come right out of the line. So you just have to keep trying over a day or two, and generally it will come back on. There's some forums online that say use a hair dryer, and some point along the way you can heat up the door and free up the ice. You can do that. It took me 2 days for the water to unfreeze, and my refrigerator is now fully operational. So that is the gist of this video, and hopefully it helps somebody else who has the same problem. I could show you in behind while I've got it off, just so you can see. All right, so here on the back of the refrigerator, there's a panel. Looks like this. Inside that is your circuit board. So if you need to replace your circuit board, take the 2 screws off at the bottom, and you can easily replace anything on there. Down here is your compressor kit. Sorry for the lighting. Over here is where the water comes in. And back here is the fan. I can't remember if it's a coil system or whatever, but that is pretty much it. That's all you really have going on in your refrigerator. A lot of easy parts to replace. So hope this helps you out. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching this video. Have a good day.